I think that I've recovered from the Derby game now. I'm not sure, but yeah. How's it going, guys? Jack Pugsley here, and welcome to the channel. Guys, today, this is my match preview for Nottingham Forest v Fulham at the City Ground. The game is actually today. Me being very inconsistent, I normally like to film my previews the night before, but unfortunately it's going to be out just before the game. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the preview. I'm not going to talk much about the Derby game, because I actually did 3 videos on the Derby game. Go and check them out if you haven't seen them already. I did a match preview for it. I don't really recommend going and watching that because, I mean, I did get my score prediction right, but it's not really worth watching now. Go and watch the live stream. I did a live reaction for the Derby game. Yeah, I mean, you can turn off in the 97th minute of the game when Derby go and score, because my reaction isn't the best, as you saw. I did a match review, a live match review with Dora on Tour and Goalhanger, Derby County vlogger and Nottingham Forest vlogger. I'm sure you know Dora on Tour. So yeah, go and check all the Derby content. I did. But yeah, like again, without further ado, let's get on to Fulham. I will be doing a live reaction / live watch along for the Fulham game. I did one for the Derby game as well, and the support was unbelievable. So yeah, thank you so much for that. I'll be doing another one for the Fulham game. Fingers crossed we can get a better outcome. I'm confident that we will. So make sure you're there today for the live stream. And also I'll be doing a live match reaction as well, live match review. So yeah, make sure you're there for both of the streams. The support so far on both streams have been absolutely immaculate. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. Make sure you're there. Starting off with the opposition, Fulham. Their last 3 games they've taken 6 points out of a possible 9. Losing to Leeds United 3-0, which was not a good result for them at all. Beating QPR away from home as well, and sadly in the last minute beating Birmingham. Josh Onoma getting a 95th minute goal, which is a shame, but obviously if we do win we will go ahead of Fulham. And yeah, talking about Fulham, I have watched quite a few of their games this season, obviously before the break happened and everything like that, and they've got on paper the best attack in the league. You know, the likes of Anthony Knockout, Mitrovic, who thank God it's suspended for this game, Bobby Reed, Ivan Cavallero. You know, they've got such a strong attacking side, and they've got a good midfield as well, the likes of Tom Kenny, Harry Arter, Reed as well. But I think Fulham fans will agree, I've seen a lot on forums about Fulham as well, they don't like their manager, Scott Parker. Obviously England legend, you could say. He's been around with West Ham, Fulham, etc. Tottenham, I believe, as well. But he's just not experienced enough for a championship side like Fulham. Yes, he knows the club well. I imagine he was there for a few years in his playing career. But he's not good enough to be a manager of a club like Fulham. A club that should be in the Premier League, because they are really underperforming this season. They should be sitting in the top 2. And if we win, fingers crossed we will, I am very confident going into it. If we win today, then we will go ahead of them. So I think Scott Parker is really letting them down. Also, if you didn't remember, Fulham away this season at Craven Cottage was one of, if not the best away days of the season. It's either Swansea or Fulham. Them 2 away days were absolutely superb, but Fulham was just, yeah, it was an unbelievable day. It just really makes you miss football. You know, it's sad. But yes, Fulham have really underperformed this season, and I do feel like that is down to Scott Parker. Obviously they appointed him last season when they had that list of managers in the Premier League. I think it was 3 managers in one season. Djukanovic obviously, then Ranieri, and then Parker was there for the end of the season. Not much he could do. But even though Fulham spent the most money in the Premier League last season, which was crazy. But yeah, I just don't feel Scott Parker was ready for a job like this. Maybe send him to a League One club and appoint him in a few years when he's ready to manage his favourite club, Fulham. I believe he's a Fulham fan. He just wasn't ready for this big job, because Fulham are, you know, their team is probably the best team in the league, in my opinion anyway. The strike force is just scary. It's dangerous. And thank God Mitrovic is not playing today, because we would be in trouble then for sure. But yeah, he has really underperformed with that team this season. And as Forest fans, we all know what happened on Saturday against our arch rivals, Derby County. It doesn't hurt anymore. It was hurting for about an hour after the game. Yeah, it was sour, as you saw by my reaction. It wasn't good. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much about our last game, because mainly I did a live reaction, live review to that game. So yeah, go and check that out if you want to hear my thoughts on the Derby game. But obviously emotions were high. Looking back now in my live watch along to the Derby game, I was so angry with Worrell, and I think all Forest fans were angry with Worrell for the right reason. Obviously, it was a stupid free kick to give away to Morgan Whittaker. No need for it. But then looking back on this season, Joe Worrell he's been the best centre back at the club. He's been so good. He's learned so much. I think the spell at Rangers last year was so good for his career. And this season, he's been such a good defender. Look at the block he made against Sheffield Wednesday the first game back. Yeah, and I feel like fans, the emotions were high, but to still slate Worrell is just not right. We need to move on. Derby haven't beat us in 995 days. Do you know what I mean? So who cares about that? It's sad looking back, but we go again, you know. And Worrell, he's a Forest fan. He knows the occasion. I think he's the main player that knows the occasion more than anyone in that squad. So he knows what he's done wrong. He's been brilliant this season, so don't keep delving into him. He's been so good this season. And yeah, we go again on Fulham, against Fulham, sorry, today. So yeah. And also as well, just last touch on the Derby game. We played so well. We controlled the game in Sabri's fashion. I think Sabri said that it was the best we've played all season. You know, it was such a good performance from the lads. We had the best clear-cut chances of the game mostly. Thiago Silva hitting the post, Alex Myton with a great chance, grabbing with a couple of missed opportunities as well. Derby didn't create anything other than their only goal, and that came off his shoulder. You know, it came off Martin's shoulder, so we were just very unlucky, and it happens in football. It's happened way too much this season, I'm not going to lie. It's happened at Reading away from home this season. It's happened at Reading at home. It's happened at Derby away. It's happened on countless occasions where it didn't need to. And I don't know if that's something that the players need to work on, that Sabri needs to work on with the players, just to remain level-headed. I'm not too sure, but we need to work on that. I think we've lost 20 points, something like that, this season from winning positions. It might not be that vast, but it is something like that. But yeah, look, we go again. We played so well against Derby, probably the best we've played all season. The way that Sabri wants us to play as well, just sit back, absorb the pressure. And Fulham will come at us, you know what I mean? Even without Mitrovic, they've got Bobby Reid up front, who's a dangerous player on his day as well. Obviously, we've seen him play for Bristol City, Cardiff as well. So it's going to be tough. They're going to come at us, and I do think this game will suit us. I am feeling confident going into the game. So yeah, we'll just see how it plays out. Getting into score predictions, obviously, against Derby, I got my score prediction right, unfortunately, at the end. It didn't look like it was going to happen, but it did. So yeah, let's get on to score predictions for the Fulham game. My score prediction is Nottingham Forest 2, Fulham 0. I'm going Graven to get 1, and Nuno da Costa. We've seen a lot of potential from him. Looks very promising, works hard as well. And very versatile, he can play on the wing and up front. So yeah, Forest 2-0. If Mitrovic was playing, it'd be a different story. But yeah, 2-0 Forest. Okay guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please drop a like, it's really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn post notifications on. Support so far on my last 2 streams and my last video as well. Yeah, it was really good, so thank you so much for that. And yeah, make sure you tune in for my live stream today, my live watch along for the Fulham game. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Forest till I die.